Webull offers a great brokerage account option thanks to the fee-free trading, fully featured trading app, and the 6 to 12 free shares of stock you get, worth up to $36,000 for signing up. By the end of this video, you'll know with confidence how to trade stock, how to read a stock chart, and how to trade using both a market and a limit order, two of the most important order types to understand as a beginner. I'm going to throw a screen recording of my iPhone up here, and I'll place two real trades to buy stock in my account, so when you go to trade on Webull yourself, you'll know exactly what you're doing. This video is going to be really quick and to the point, so make sure to stick around through the entire video so you don't miss any key information. Jumping into the Webull app, before I pull up a stock, the first thing you'll want to do is sign up. Webull is offering new users 6 to 12 free fractional shares of stock worth up to $36,000 for a limited time after signing up, opening an account, and depositing any amount of money as little as 1 penny. This dude I came across on Reddit the other day just got $3,000 worth of Tesla stock, which is absolutely awesome. Congratulations to this guy. But if you are interested, I have left a link in the comment section below, which will take you directly to the Webull sign up page. Pull up a stock, head to any of the tabs on the bottom of the screen with the magnifying glass icon in the top right, then enter the name or ticker symbol of the stock that you want to trade. For the two live trades I'm going to place in this video, I want to buy 9 shares of Amazon stock. I own 1 in my account right now, but I want to just have an even 10. Amazon has a ticker of AMZN, so I'll enter that and click on the pop-up. And bam, just like that, we're on the stock's information page. Here you can access a ton of different information like the chart, key statistics, news related to the stock, and of course the ability to trade, which we'll get to in a second. Now, before I show you how to trade, let's look at how to read and understand the stock chart. First, you can select different intervals to view price movement over time. You can see the 1 day, 5 day, 1 month, 3 month, 1 year, 5 year, or you can customize the time frame to your liking. Now, if you hold down and drag across the chart, you can view price for a specific time and date, set a price alert if it drops below or rises above a point, and you can set up a buy or sell limit order with a price based on the point you select. Don't worry if you're not understanding this yet. It'll make sense in a minute when I show you how to trade using a market and limit order. Okay, so one of the reasons I like Webull is a huge number of features available for a wide variety of trading and investing goals, whether you're a complete beginner or very experienced. These features include advanced charting tools with over 55 technical indicators to choose from, chart customization, side-by-side stock comparison, and more. By clicking on the 2 menu options to the right of the time intervals, you can change the line type. So if you wanted that to be a candlestick line, you could do that. Or you could also overlay the chart with technical indicators and draw. As a beginner just getting started, you don't need to worry about these features, but I do want to explain volume because this is important no matter your experience level. At the bottom of the chart, you'll notice these different colored bars. These represent volume, which is the number of shares traded over a specific period. Volume is important because it lets us know how liquid a stock is, or in other words, how easily and quickly can you buy or sell shares. You'll also notice that each of these bars are color coded. This simply represents whether the stock price for that period closed higher or lower than the price it opened with, whether that time period is 1 day or 1 minute. It all depends on the time frame on the chart that you're looking at. To get started trading, hit the button in the lower left, and then you're brought to the order form. You'll see a condensed version of the stock chart on top, and below that you'll see what's called the bid and the ask. What do these mean? Well, they're actually really important to understand because they represent supply and demand for the stock. When you buy shares, you're paying the ask price, and when you sell shares, you actually receive the bid price. This is because the bid price is the highest price that buyers are willing to pay for shares, and the ask price is the lowest price that sellers are willing to accept for their shares. Now, when you place a market order, you're willing to buy or sell shares at the current best ask or bid price. Market orders ensure a fast execution, but offer less control over the exact price you pay or receive. If your goal is to buy or sell quickly and you care less about the exact price, a market order is a great option for you. Right now, let's place a market order to buy 4 shares so you can see how the process works. And then I'll explain why a limit order can be a better option for you. And then I'll place an order to buy 5 more shares of Amazon. So here, I'm gonna make sure the buy side is selected, change the order type to market, and then enter 4 for the number of shares. Now you can also enter a specific dollar amount you want to spend on your order, as Webull does support buying fractional shares with as little as $5. Now for everything you need to know about fractional share trading on Webull, you'll want to check out my dedicated tutorial, which you can find on my channel. I'll flip this back to whole shares because I want to buy an even 4. And then when the keyboard pops up, you'll notice these fractions at the top as well as a button for total. Those fractions and the total button represent the portion of your available buying power and quantifies it in the form of shares. I have $1,000 available, so if I hit 1/2, the number of shares I can buy with $500 will autofill, which for Amazon stock is 4 whole shares. I'm gonna hit next, and then the next section is time in force. This isn't important when placing a market order, but it is when placing order types like a limit, so I'll explain what that means in a second. You'll then see the estimated amount, available buying power, and settled cash. As I'm sitting here, the estimated order amount is changing. This is because I'm willing to place a market order, and that price is always changing because of trading activity. So when you go to place a market order on your own, the actual executed amount for your order will likely be different than the estimated amount, so don't get too freaked out by this. At this point, I'm gonna make sure the order details are correct by hitting buy, and bam, just like that, I've purchased 4 shares of Amazon stock using a market order. So let's now jump into a limit order. So a limit order is an order to buy or sell shares at a specific price. The order won't actually execute unless the stock reaches the limit price you set or better. When buying, you specify the highest price you're willing to pay, and when selling, you're specifying the lowest price you're willing to accept. Now, it does guarantee a specific price or better, but doesn't guarantee that the order will actually execute, unlike a market order. An example of why you maybe want to use a limit order is if you want to invest in a stock, but believe the current share price is overvalued. You could then use a limit order to automatically buy shares if or when the stock reaches the price you think is fair, which would be the limit price you set. Let's place an order to buy 5 more shares so I can show you exactly how this works. Back on the order form, I'll make sure the buy side is selected, leave the order type as limit, and then I'm gonna enter the highest price I'm willing to pay per share for Amazon. So let's say I'm not satisfied with paying about $103 for an entry point, but I would be happy with an even $100. So I'll enter that and hit next. I'm then gonna enter 5 for the quantity. And then the next 2 sections are trading hours and time in force. Now, these aren't important to a market order, but they definitely are when it comes to a limit. Starting with the trading hours, you can choose to have your order open and fillable during regular hours only, or during extended hours as well. Regular stock market hours run Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern time, but Webull also provides full access to extended hours trading, which runs from 4 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Eastern. This is known as the pre-market session. There's an after-hours session that starts at 4 p.m. and then runs until 8 p.m. Eastern. Markets are often less liquid and a lot more volatile during extended hours because the majority of trading activity occurs during regular hours. I'm going to include extended hours trading for this order because I don't think Amazon's share price is going to reach $100 or lower in today's trading session. The next section is time in force. You have 2 options here, day and good till canceled. Day means the order will auto cancel at the end of the trading day if your limit price hasn't been met. The other option is good till canceled. This means that your limit order will stay open and fillable for up to 60 days. For this order, if the ask price doesn't reach $100 or lower by the end of 60 days, my order will automatically cancel. I'm gonna hit good till canceled, and then I'm gonna hit buy make sure the order details look correct, and hit confirm. Now that the order has been placed, its status will remain open and fillable. Now I want this order to execute for this video, and I personally believe buying Amazon stock at its current price is a good idea. So I'm gonna edit this order, change the limit price so it's just under the bid and the ask, and hope that it fills shortly. All right, so I modified my order and changed my limit price to be right outside the bid and the ask at 102.76. It took about 30 seconds for this modified order to fill, so I now own a total of 10 shares of Amazon stock. Now that you know how to trade stock on Webull, you'll want to watch this video here, which is a complete beginner's tutorial to using the Webull app.